Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts, Arne and Carlos.
And today we are going to be talking about this cardigan, Freya, which is from the collection that we did for Rowan. We call that the New Nordic collection. You can get the pattern in the book, or you can also download the pattern of this cardigan on our website at arnecarlos.com or on Rowan's website if you prefer. And I'm going to show you some pictures from the photo shoot that are really nice, and they are here. So this is what the cardigan looks like on a human being, and we have it on a dummy. Now we're going to talk about a specific subject today. We're going to talk about knitting on the round versus knitting it flat in different pieces and then seaming it together. People know that in Norway, most people like knitting on the round and then cutting it up and adding the placket. And that is how we would knit this cardigan on, if it was up to us. But this particular cardigan, which is designed by us, is knitted differently. It's knitted in pieces. You've got two front panels and you have a back panel here. And you can see there's a seam going here. So these are actually sewn together flat. The sleeve is shaped. It's a shaped sleeve that is added. So you have a very tailored kind of look for this cardigan. Now, the reason why it's done like that, even if it's designed by us, is because we as designers, we collaborate with Rowan. We design for Rowan. When we're working with a brand that has their own DNA, their own heritage, we have to respect that. And so when we do a design for Rowan, if Rowan always does their cardigans that way, we have to respect that and accept that and design for that way. And that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. We design these pieces, we send them the sketches, the specifications.
And we knit the swatch.
We knit the swatch.
Just to show the pattern.
And then the Rowan team, they write the pattern their way and they knit it their way. This way we are collaborating with them. We are using their beautiful yarns. We're respecting their heritage, and then Rowan is getting nice designs, hopefully they're nice, from us. So we've had a few people that were very disappointed, and they was like, why would you do that? So that's the answer, because we have to respect the heritage and the tradition of the brand.
Yeah, why this is knitted in pieces.
Yes. So, however, we have decided to do a video to tell you exactly what you need to do to convert the pattern, the flat knitted cardigan, into a round knitted cardigan. It's not very difficult. And Arne will explain it to you, and then hopefully you will be able to tackle this anyway and do it knitted on the round.
Yeah. So if you want to make this the Norwegian way, you would find your size. You will check the total number on the rib for the two front pieces and the back piece. Then you have to check if that is divisible with 4, because you need 2 knit and 2 purl. So if there are extra stitches because of the way they sew them together, you can keep those stitches because it doesn't make much. Or if it's not, I really don't know because I never knit that way. So, but check that the cast-on stitches is divisible with 4, so you can have 2 knit and 2 purl. If that is okay, then when you finish your rib for your size, you add 1 stitch. Just to make it, for the back.
Oh, sorry, for the back, yeah.
So turn. So when you made the rib, you have to increase 1 stitch because you want to balance the pattern. In the center of the back. So when you make a jacket like this, be sure that the motif is exactly in the center of the back. Then you can, when you start knitting, you can actually start your round from the center front. And you knit around. And you change the pattern next round and you go up like this. So then you will have the what do you call that? The jog?
Yes.
That will be in front. And then you can just knit all the way up. If you want to have that curve knitted, then you just knit straight up. And you can knit back and forth and decrease. We wouldn't do that. We would knit the whole way up. Because on this one you see there's a shaped curve,
sleeve, yes.
a sleeve. So if you do it the Norwegian way, you just knit straight up. And then when you finish, you start knitting your sleeves and you cast on the number of stitches and be sure that you place the center of the pattern on top of the arm top. And then you just knit around and you decrease under. And now you have to check, because now this will change, because this will be a straight line. So now you have to check how much you need. So put the sleeve on and see. And you can also put the body on to see how much you need, because this you have to calculate yourself if you just change it. So maybe you had to add a little bit more. Maybe you go up to the pink to get a nice pink line, and then you will have a little bit longer sleeve. But this you have to
figure it out yourself.
Try.
Yes.
Sometimes you can also remove a little bit in the beginning of the sleeve, or you can add a little bit more on the rib. And then when you finish that, you do the normal sticking. You just take the sewing machine, you cut around the arm opening, and you insert. And the same for this. If you choose not to stop knitting on the round and start knitting back and forth with decreasing to shape the curve, just mark the outline of the neck opening, use the sewing machine and sew around and sew down and up again and around and cut. Then you have a Freya jacket, the Norwegian
knitted on the round
style, knitted on the round.
So, as you see,
it's easy.
Not so difficult. You have the entire pattern here, and all you need to do is look for your size and figure out the number of stitches.
Yeah.
So, I think we have explained it. I hope you explained it very clearly. It sounded very logical to me.
But remember, you need a number for the rib that is divisible with 4, because you knit 2 knit and 2 purl. So it has to be divisible with 4. And remember, if you have a rib that is, when it's divisible with 4, you need to add 1 stitch when you go to a bigger needle and start the color work, because you need to have the center of the pattern in the back.
Yep. So perfect, Arne.
And place the center the same. Put the center of the pattern on top of the sleeve in the center. Great. The same, add the stitch if you need it. So that's all you need to know, just how many stitches you need to add, and just knit on the round. And
so the reason why Norwegians don't do them flat is because in Norway we don't like to purl when we're knitting the pattern, the color work. We like going on the round because then you can knit the whole thing. And of course, if you knit it this way, you need 2 needles and you need to go back and forth. So you're actually purling the pattern, which Norwegians generally don't like doing. But anyway, this is a little bit about transforming the knitted flat to knitted on the round. We hope you enjoyed the tutorial. We hope it's clear enough. And remember that you can subscribe to this channel if you're not doing it. Please do become part of the Arne and Carlos ever-increasing family. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. We will be back with more entertaining and informational tutorials, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.